Hello Taurus, and welcome to your mid-month tarot update for the month of April. We're going to do a little check-in, see what you might need to know about the rest of the month, any updates, what the energy has for you. We have the Ten of Wands coming out reversed. Are you taking on more than you can handle right now, Taurus? I don't know why that's the energy that I'm feeling. We also have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this is something maybe that you should have said no to or walked away from, or maybe this was a thing that you said that you were going to walk away from and weren't quite able to. Maybe it is a responsibility that you've not been able to let go of yet, even though you keep telling yourself you're going to. Last full moon was Aries full moon. It's a great time to let go of things and to step into that Emperor energy of being more confident, being a leader in your own life. And I feel like it's okay to slip up and not to have the new beginnings and releases that we fully expect, but it's about how we keep trying. And we'll tap into this energy more as we go through the rest of your reading. I'm going to go ahead and cut the deck here. We have your overall energy of the week. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Five of Cups. I don't know if this is to do with your emotional world, and that is your emotional and your family life, and maybe that is why it is more difficult for you to let this go. For some Tauruses out there, I don't know if maybe you this is to do with like work and you're a nanny, or you're working for a family and it's something that you're having to walk away from because it's too much. That will only be for some Tauruses here. As always, please take what resonates and leave the rest. And I feel like this is something that you're really mourning here. I'm going to cut to the chase. We have the Sun on the bottom of the deck. There is positivity coming in for you. And if you're worried about financial opportunities, under the Sun, we also have the Ace of Pentacles. So there is financial opportunities coming in for you in some way the rest of this month here. For your main challenge or your blockage this month, we have the Nine of Cups. The first thing I thought was like, maybe you feel like you're regressing in some way here. Maybe you feel like you're going backwards. I feel like maybe you thought you had everything figured out. And I feel like that was definitely the energy of the beginning of the month. It's like, it's okay for you not to have everything figured out. It's okay for you to not know everything. And I feel like now things are starting to change. It does feel like maybe you are regressing from what you thought you had, from what felt like the perfect life. We also have the Queen of Pentacles. You have still got a lot of growth here and a lot of opportunities. All is not lost, and it feels like you're kind of forgetting the fact that even if opportunities change and doors close, it's still about the things we learn and the journey more than the supposed destination. For your advice, we have the Three of Swords and we have the King of Swords. It's going to hurt, and it's okay for it to hurt, and it's okay for it to be a painful ending. Endings are allowed to be painful, but again, it's about choosing how we move forward and heal after that. I think that's very important. I feel like with this energy coming through it, I don't know if maybe you have a habit of letting endings get the better of you and letting them become a lot bigger than they are and taking up a lot more time in your life than usual. You know, like, and I'm not to say like, oh, you need to rush your grieving process or your mourning process here, but it feels like you do tend to let things eat you up. And I think the King of Swords is you recognizing that and recognizing that maybe that's not the best way to be dealing with things. It's not the most maturest way to be dealing with things. For your outcome here, we have the Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. You might have to accept help some way this month, and I feel like it's going to knock your confidence in some way, but I feel like I want to say just don't allow it, because I don't know why, but I feel like the when you receive this help, or when you know, ask for help, put yourself out there, that is where you find this Ace of Pentacles. I don't know why that's how I'm seeing it, but we will clarify a lot of these things further here. So I want to know what about this Ten of Cups is for Taurus, please. What is this Ten of Cups looking like for a lovely Taurus watching this video? What does Taurus need to know, please, Spirit? Ten of Cups. We have the Two of Cups This is weird because I don't know why it doesn't feel like it is actually about a physical connection and a physical person, but it does feel like whatever this is, it felt like your soulmate. And that is why it feels like it's difficult for you to let it go. It felt like your inner calling. It felt like what was right. It felt like what was meant for you. And I feel like that's why this ending feels so catastrophic here. Clarify this 5 of Cups for Taurus, please. Clarify this 5 of Cups. 2 of Pentacles. I think this is leading into the 10 of Wands. It is that bittersweet ending of like, I knew it would have to come to an end. I knew I couldn't do this forever, but actually having to let it go is more painful than I expected. Even though, you know, you can expect these endings, they still can be so truly painful, and it's hard to accept change. 555 on the timer there. For your main challenge, you got the 9 of Cups. What's this 9 of Cups for Taurus, please? What is this 9 of Cups for Taurus? Clarify this 9 of Cups, please. We have Judgment. I think it is coming a lot of this is coming back to your outlook on things and how you're viewing things. Strength came out there. And it was peeking out earlier. I think it's about finding your way forward that works for you. And again, your healing journey is not going to look like everybody else's, but it's about finding your own light at the end of the tunnel. People say, well, after I left my job like that, I just went out and I did this and I did that and everything was fine. And it's like, yeah, but I don't want to do that. That's not going to help me, you know? You're on your own healing journey here. And I think understanding that and not trying to force yourself to be on anyone else's path is going to be important for you for the rest of the month here. Going to clarify this Queen of Pentacles. What is this Queen of Pentacles for Taurus, please, Spirit? 2 cards on this Queen of Pentacles here. Ooh. We have the 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. You just really want to help people, Taurus. You want to give and you want to give and you want to help. But I feel like that is what is kind of causing this burnout. And I feel like you're kind of finally recognizing that and understanding that you couldn't do this forever. But again, like I said, it's more painful even though you kind of have known this for a while and have had to walk away from this. There are other ways for you to help and put your time and energy out there. Small investments is what I, for some reason, what came to mind. I don't know what that means for you, Taurus. We have the Hierophant, which is funny because the Hierophant came out on the bottom of the deck, so I don't know if you need to go back into education for something or if you're going to be a mentor for someone for something here, but the Hierophant is coming through for you definitely as some energy. Learning, teaching. I think that leads into what the message was last at the beginning of the month, of how you don't know everything and sometimes you do have to go back to learning and being a student, and it's okay. That is where there is also a lot of growth and opportunities. Clarify this 3 of Swords, please. I think that might also be healing for you. 9 of Wands. You want to put your guard up. But you know it's not good for you in the long run. It almost feels like in a conflict, you tell yourself, oh, I'm just gonna, put my walls up and just go protect myself for a little bit and have a little bit of rest. But it never is just a little bit for you. It turns into a complete isolation. I feel like, again, this is not for every Taurus watching this video, but I feel like you're gaining clarity on that, and that is why I think we also had the King of Swords coming out, because you're kind of understanding how to deal with these things more maturely now. Okay, I can't keep dealing with things the same way I always have. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, that is growth. That is major growth for you. That it really is, and that is something to pat yourself on the back for, Taurus. The 5 of Pentacles. Is this you accepting help? What is this 5 of Pentacles for Taurus, please, Spirit? What does this 5 of Pentacles look like for our lovely Taurus, please, Spirit? What is this 5 of Pentacles? We have Hermit and 3 of Wands. Don't isolate yourself. You don't have to. While you're on this healing journey, while you're waiting, You don't have to wait for people to notice that you need help. You can ask. You don't, like I said, you don't have to be isolating yourself. But I think it's also important that you're not offering to help people that you know you can't help. Not spreading yourself too thin. Knight of Wands. I don't know why I got the words in my mind. Make an investment in yourself. That's where you have your success. That's where you have your growth. Wish fulfillment will come from putting yourself first. Wish fulfillment will come from putting yourself first. I don't know why that came out. Knight of Wands, please. Knight of Wands for Taurus. What do they need to know about this Knight of Wands? 5 of Pentacles. Make an investment in yourself. And it can be something as simple as, I know that doing yoga would help my mental health. So you sign up for a yoga class. You're helping yourself. You're putting yourself out there. You're making an investment to help yourself. Or I know that, you know, going out and buying myself a nice coffee every day would really improve my mood. So you start making that investment to help yourself. It can be little things like that. But also not waiting to reach out again is something important for you. Having the confidence to be like, can we chat? I need help. I need to talk. I think is going to be also important for you, and how you deal with things and how you deal with things in the future. Again, it's all about growing and improving and having strategies for how we cope and how we move forward. I do just want to know, what is this 10 of Wands, 8 of Cups, Page of Cups? Dealing with emotions in a new way. You overthinking a lot. You are overthinking a lot, and you tend to carry more. You carry a lot of other people's emotions with you as well, Taurus, and it's not really, I was going to say it's not helpful for you. It's not helpful for you in this time. You're still learning and you're still growing, and I think you need to give yourself grace with that, as you are, you know, this is your first time on Earth, Taurus. You're only just trying, but if things are repeating and you're not learning from them, then you're not trying. And I think that's a very important message for you this month, Taurus. For the rest of this month, Taurus. But that is all I have for your reading. If it did resonate, do let me know in the comments down below. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, I have video readings available linked down below. It's just like your own personalized YouTube video, just for yourself. And as always, please like, subscribe, do all those YouTube things. And if you've watched this far, I truly appreciate you.